What's up, everyone? This is Steven, aka Moonbags, here with Campfire and Hot Takes. I'm going to show you how to use our new edition system to create art that can be collected directly from the feed on Hot Takes. You can either give it away for free to your key holders or discount it to your key holders or just have a price or whatever you want. So I'm going to show you how to do that. If you're not familiar with Campfire, you can go to campfire.exchange. And if you log in the top right, you'll have a My Art section here. If you go there, if you haven't created a collection before, you'll just want to click on New Collection up here at the top. That will basically take you through some steps. It's really quick and easy. You'll need AVAX in your wallet for that to go through. But anyway, so I've already got a collection going here that I'm calling Drawing Experiments. This is just me kind of playing around doing some drawing. I'm going to go to drafts, and I don't have any right now because everything's published. So I'm just going to click New Draft in the top right. I've got a little piece that I've been playing with, and it's very intense. It's called "There Is No Escape." Maybe I should capitalize I here. I'll write a little description that I'll fill in later. You can always edit a lot of this stuff after the fact. So I'm going to click next. I'm just going to choose the file. This can be an MP4. Let me see. I've got a lot of junk on my desktop here. Let me just see if I can search there. That one. So give me this MP4. It's just kind of like a glitchy thing that I'm playing around with. Once this finishes uploading, which it seems like it's done, we'll go to metadata. I'll add metadata later. Maybe I don't want to take the time to do it right now, but I want to show you how the minting experience works because this is slightly different than what it used to be. So now you have several options here on the mint and sync steps. So the first thing is total editions. If you want to make a one of one, you can. You just put one here. There's a minimum of one on the for me. I'm going to make this 20. And then I'm going to make this a totally free piece. So I'm going to set the royalties pretty high. I'm going to make it like 20%. And this automatically populates your address, but you can put a different address in here if you want to send the royalties to like a royalty splitter or somebody else or whatever. So we'll go ahead and mint this NFT. You're just going to want to hang out on the page until it's done. Probably clip the video here if it takes a while. Okay, but that was quick. So now you get this up here, which you can actually edit if you want to change it. This is all new. In the past, the whole contract was actually the royalties were associated with that. Now each individual piece can have its own royalties. Okay, so we're going to sync to IPFS, which just uploads the image that we just did for the NFT. We're going to sync to Aleph, which is where the metadata and stuff is stored. This should only take a few seconds. This used to be kind of like, hit or miss on when it worked. Hopefully we've sorted that out now. It takes normally like 5 to 10 seconds. Okay, it's synced. Now it does take a minute for some reason for all this stuff to get fully indexed on our back end. But after about a minute, you'll be able to see the NFT here. So we'll wait and come back when it's ready. Okay, so sometimes you may have to refresh the metadata, but you can see I've got this like kind of crazy glitchy thing going on over here. If you've used Campfire before, you'll notice there's a new button down here if you're using this new contract for edition drop details. This is where all of the magic is for getting these editions set up. So if you click this, you'll see we have a max quantity of 20. That's the number of editions we have. We actually only have 19 left because we've already minted one for ourselves, which is mandatory. You can see here that there's no information set up for the mint yet. So what we can do is come down here to public quantity, private, so on and so forth, and set this up. So the way this is designed is you can basically allocate a certain amount that anybody can mint, and then there's this private section down here, which for now is just your key holders. Like we can extend this later, and we will to be a lot more fancy, but for now, just think like on hot takes, these are for your key holders. So if you want to allocate, I have 19 left. I'm going to say, let's say 13. I kind of want this to be free for everybody, just open, but I'm going to allocate a few for key holders. let's do 15 here, and then the price is going to be 0. And then here, I'm going to say there's 4 just reserved for key holders just to make sure that a few people can grab them if they want them. You could do this a bunch of ways. You could say, I'm going to allocate whatever number for public, and the price is 1 AVAX or 10 AVAX or whatever you feel. And then in the private, you could say, all right, there's going to be more or less allocated, and then you could put 0 for free. So that basically gives it for your key holders for free, which is a nice perk, or you could do a discount or whatever you want to do. So anyway, then beyond that, we need to set a start time. So I want it to be active now. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this kind of in the past. That's 9 a.m. this morning. And I'll let it run for a week, and the time doesn't really matter to me. You can basically set this up where you're going to have a specific start and end. And then you can actually come back in here and turn this on or off at any time, pause it. So I'm going to save this, which is going to trigger a transaction. Once this is done, now if we click edit drop details again, or addition drop details, you can always change this. So you can come back in and modify it later. You can see now I've got 15 for, you know what? I did that backwards. It looks like, I think. Let's fix it really quick. So the public price is 0. The public quantity is 15. Okay, we don't want to do it the other way around. The private price is 0, and the private quantity is going to be 4. And then I'll just quickly enter all these things again. And let's run this one more time. Make sure this shows up correctly now. Okay, let's check the drop details one more time. Okay, now you see it looks right. So that's a good sanity check. So we've minted 1 for ourselves. So there's 1 that exists. There's 15 available for public, which are free. There's 4 available for key holders. They're also free. And it should be active from right now and then until December 8th at 9 p.m. my time. Okay, so that's all we need to do here.